and hi, I'm Kishore Kumar from Group 2 are going to present about the introduction of our group lab report which is equilibrium of forces. First of all, a force is the push or pull that one object exerts on another. The essential properties of force are summarized in Newton's three laws of motion. Newton's first law states that an object at rest or moving with constant motion will remain at rest or moving at a constant motion unless acted upon by an external force. One consequence of Newton's first law is that if an object is at the rest, the total force on it must be zero. A force is characterized by both magnitude and its direction. Such quantities which are characterized by both magnitude and directions are called vectors. A force is conveniently represented by an arrow that points in the direction of the force. The length of the arrow is chosen to represent the magnitude of the force according to an arbitrary scale. For an object to be equilibrium, two conditions must be met. The first condition is that the sum of all forces acting on the object must be equal to zero. The second condition is that the sum of all torques acting on the object must be zero. Next, the graphical method. Graphically, the sum of two forces F equals to F1 plus F2 can be found by using the parallelogram rule illustrated as per diagram and also the head to tail method. The sum of the vector can be derived analytically by adding their components of total Fx and the total Fy. When the vectors are at right angles, the magnitude of the resultant may be determined using Pythagoras theorem. When the vectors are not at right angles, the magnitude is found using the cosine rule. The cosine rule gives us a square equals to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos theta, where theta is the angle between b and c. If theta is a right angle, then cos theta will be equal to 0 and resulted in a particular case by scale drawing instead of by calculation. As the picture shown on the slide. In example 1, we show a blue ball that is being pushed by two forces, labeled force F1 and force F2. Remember that forces are vector quantities and direction is important. Two forces with same magnitude but differences directions are not equal force. In fact, F1 is equals to negative F2. For the coordinate system shown with the letter X below the ball, if we sum up the forces acting on the ball, we obtain the forces equation on the left, where F1 plus F2 will be the net force which is equal to 0. Because the net force is equal to 0, the forces in example 1 are acting in equilibrium. There is no net force acting on the ball in example 1. Since the ball is initially at rest, the ball will remain at rest according to Newton's first law of motion. If the ball was traveling with a uniform velocity, it would continue traveling at the same velocity. In example 2, we have increased the magnitude of the force so that it is much greater than force 2. The forces are no longer in equilibrium. The force equation remains the same, but the net force is not equal to 0, and the magnitude of the net force, where F1 is bigger than negative F2. Because there is no net force in example 2, the forces are not in equilibrium.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Izzuddin Hakim bin Muhammad Sukur. I will present about the experiment procedure. These are the list of the experimental equipment. We need diagram board of clip 1, 2 short screws, 4 pulleys, 6 nuts, 5 weight hooks, 1 set of weights, 1 ring with 5 cords attached, 1 sheet of plain paper. For this experiment, we divide into two tests, which is test A and test B. This is the procedure for test A. First, the mounting panel is secured as shown in the figure. Second, a sheet of paper is clipped to the board and assembled with cords and weight hooks. Third, weight is added to give total weight as shown in figure. The weight supported by each cord is written. 4. Allow the feed cord to hang freely and will not affect test A result. 5th, the system is bounced gently by jogging the free cord and letting the 4 cords and weights settle freely on its equilibrium position. The position of the 4 cord is marked on paper with pencil dots. The paper is removed and the dots are joined up to represent the cord. This is the procedure for test B. First, the weight hooks and the weight are kept as in test A. A weight hook is attached to the 5th cord and letting it hang directly from the ring with total weight of 1.1 Newton. Second, the system of jogging the center weight is bounced once again, and the ring and the 5 cord and the weight is allowed to settle in its new equilibrium position. The position of the 5 cord is marked with pencil dots on paper. The paper is removed and the dots are joined up on paper.
My name is Faris Nakib bin Muhammad Noor, and I will present about the result. Okay, here we can see there's two tables, which is the experimental result table and calculated result table. The experimental result table, we got it all the value from the experiment, and the value on the calculated result table, we get like calculated result. The value is not too far between experimental result and calculated result, but it's from the theory given. Okay, we do the experiment and then we get the angle, the angle 1 and angle 2. Then we change it into sine theta, and then we calculate with to sine theta 2 over sine theta 1 and W1 over W2. So we can see there's a variable of change, which is weight 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 and 2.5 Newton. So let me take a look at the experimental graph and calculated graph. As you can see, the calculated graph present the increased value incline, which W1 over W2 is directly proportional to the sin theta 2 over sin theta 1, while the experimental graph actually is directly proportional to, but the value is not proper effect graph. And then you can see the length and direction of OC. Okay, there's a two angle, which is the left side and right side, and the left side the left side is the theta 1 and the right side is theta 2. Theta 1, theta 2, it's actually the new theta, which is we 90 degree we minus with the theta 1, and the right side is 90 degree we minus with theta 2. So then we get the value to make the parallelogram and to find the length. After that, after we make a parallelogram, we just connect the origin to the point C, and then we can get the length of from point O, from origin to point C, using the ruler.
From the graph, experiment graph and calculated graph, both are not accurately identical. For experimental result, the graph fluctuated. It suddenly fall when weight 2.2 n, then instantaneously rising on the graph. This result might be because of the experiment or apparently affected by few errors. For calculated graph, the graph with positive slope, the graph obtained by the calculated result. B. The parallelogram diagram with one end equal to 10 mm scale, the sum of two forces F equal to F1 plus F2, founded by using the parallelogram rule. The value of resultant force for each diagram reduction by 0.1 n until it reach diagram with W2 equal to 2.3 n with the same value with the diagram W2 2.4 n. The last diagram with W2 2.5 n with value 2.6 n of resultant force. Next is between experimental result and calculated result. There are slightly difference between the result obtained. The difference might be because of the human error during measuring and data gathering during the experiment.
Hi, my name is Logramana. Now I am presenting about conclusion. In conclusion, we have understanding the concept of equilibrium of force in order for an object to be in equilibrium, and two conditions must be met. The first condition is the sum of all force acting on the object must be equal to 0, and the second one is the sum of all torques acting on the object must be 0. Furthermore, we have faced some sort of problems in this experiment, such as how to get the accurate angle and how to draw the line because the cord keep moving. Finally, suggestion to improve this experiment is to maintenance the scheduling against apparatus, especially on critical link and movements. Other than that, do repeating data measurement in order to decrease parallax error and also handling carefully during run the experiment. Thank you.